In the scorching heat of an Arizona summer, a tiny puppy lay motionless on the unforgiving pavement. He was so weak that he could barely move. His eyes, barely open, pleaded for help that seemed almost impossible to come by. As fate would have it, a compassionate passerby named Sarah, her heart aching at the sight of the suffering pup, couldn't bear to leave him to his dire fate. With gentle hands, she scooped up the frail creature and cradled him in her arms. The puppy's trembling body was barely covered in a thin layer of fur, and his pitiful cries tore at her soul. Determined to give the little one a fighting chance, Sarah wrapped the puppy in a towel and rushed him to the nearest shelter, the Arizona Humane Society. The puppy, later named Penelope, was in such a sad state that her chances of survival seemed slim. Covered in fleas and emaciated, she could hardly move, let alone eat. Initially, the staff contemplated the painful decision of putting her to sleep, as her condition seemed too dire to overcome. However, they decided to consult with the shelter's veterinarians before making a final decision. The doctors, upon seeing Penelope's condition, knew it was an uphill battle, but they couldn't let her go without a fight. They began administering a blood transfusion and a carefully planned regimen of medications to combat the fleas and boost her weakened immune system. In the midst of this critical period, a silver lining emerged. Murphy, another rescued dog living at the shelter, took an immediate interest in the tiny, fragile Penelope. He became her guardian angel, watching over her with unwavering devotion. Murphy constantly approached her, sniffed her tiny body, and tenderly licked her, as if reassuring her that she was not alone in this battle. Penelope's strength slowly began to return. She responded to the round-the-clock care from the shelter staff and her canine protector, Murphy. While Penelope continued her recovery, the shelter staff tirelessly searched the neighborhood where she had been found, hoping to reunite her with her mother. After days of persistent effort, they finally located a dog that matched Penelope's description. The mother dog, too, was in a frail state, bearing the scars of life on the streets. The mother dog immediately took custody of her precious pup, her maternal instincts kicking in as she began to nurse and care for Penelope.